In early 2023, a junior developer watched as GitHub Copilot completed half his code before he even finished typing the first line. In 2024, AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Devin could write, debug, and even explain complex programs across dozens of languages. And now in 2025, the question is echoing louder than ever. Can AI replace programmers? At first glance, the answer seems obvious. AI can write functions, generate entire apps, refactor legacy code, write unit tests, detect vulnerabilities, and even optimize performance. It learns faster than any human. It never forgets syntax. And it can process more documentation in 60 seconds than a human could in 6 months. But before we bury the software engineer, let's look deeper. Because this story, like all stories about AI, isn't black and white. It's a study in nuance. Let's break it down. What AI can already do, and it's impressive. Today, tools like GitHub Copilot, Replit Ghostwriter, and OpenAI Codex can generate code from natural language, translate code between languages, autocomplete entire blocks, identify bugs and suggest fixes, write documentation, scaffold projects based on simple prompts. And with the rise of Devin, the first fully autonomous AI software engineer, things just got real. Devin doesn't just generate code. It reasons about high-level requirements, builds projects end-to-end, and improves them iteratively. In many cases, it can take on junior-level tasks and deliver in minutes. If you're a developer, this sounds exciting or terrifying. Maybe both. But programming is more than just code. Here's the truth most headlines miss. Programming isn't just typing code, it's problem-solving. Architecture, trade-offs, constraints, communication, design thinking. It's understanding a business case, translating ambiguous requirements, adapting to changing specs, debugging edge cases, collaborating with stakeholders. AI can write code, but it doesn't understand why. It doesn't feel the pain of a user encountering a bug at 2 a.m. It doesn't negotiate deadlines with marketing. It doesn't balance technical debt with product speed. Human programmers do all of that, and more. They are systems thinkers, bridge builders, empathetic translators of chaos into logic. AI as a junior developer that never sleeps. Think of AI not as a replacement, but as a tireless junior dev. It's brilliant at boilerplate. It excels at repetitive tasks. It can debug faster than you can blink. But hand it an ambiguous problem, a shifting requirement, a legacy system with undocumented quirks, and it will flail. That's where the human still shines. Because real-world engineering is messy. AI thrives in clean input/output. But the real world rarely gives you either. Will entry-level jobs disappear? Yes and no. Some entry-level programming tasks are being automated. You may not need as many people writing CRUD apps or basic API integrations, but demand is shifting, not disappearing. There's rising need for prompt engineers, AI tool integrators, AI model validators, human-in-the-loop reviewers, software architects who supervise AI output. The shape of the job is evolving. And programmers who adapt, who learn how to collaborate with AI, who double down on creativity and systems thinking, won't just survive. they'll thrive. The real threat? Complacency. The danger isn't that AI will replace programmers. It's that programmers will stop evolving, rely too much on Copilot, and you stop learning fundamentals, outsource thinking to prompts, and you lose the art of engineering. The best developers of 2025, they're not threatened by AI. They're training it adapts, correcting its mistakes, teaching it to reason better, using it as a sparring partner. They know that tools are only as good as the humans who wield them. Will we ever have fully autonomous programmers? It's possible. If AI continues to improve its reasoning, memory, and planning, we could see systems that handle 90% of coding tasks. But even then, we'll still need human oversight. Why? Because software exists in context. An app for a hospital isn't just about features, it's about safety, compliance, empathy. A payment system isn't just about code, it's about trust, fraud, regulation. An AI might generate the code, but who reviews it? Who signs off? Who takes responsibility when it fails? For now, and for the foreseeable future, that's still human territory. Coding as craft, not just output. Here's what AI can't replicate: the joy of elegant code, the intuition of a well-designed system, the mentorship between engineers, the creativity behind solving a hard problem with a simple pattern. AI can simulate, but it can't care. It doesn't light up when a test suite passes after hours of debugging. It doesn't smile at a clean PR. It doesn't lose sleep over a security flaw. That's human territory, and it matters. What programmers should do now. If you write code, here's how to stay irreplaceable. 1. Master communication. Talk to stakeholders. Understand the why behind the what. 2. Learn AI tools. Use them. Explore them. Know their strengths and weaknesses. 3. Focus on architecture. Systems thinking will outlast syntax. 4. Build soft skills. Empathy, negotiation, leadership. 5. Stay curious. This is not the time to stagnate. Code is changing, but the need for thinkers, builders, and ethical leaders, that's only growing. So, can AI replace programmers? Yes, parts of them. Tasks, not people. Code, not craft, but the programmer who learns to think like a teacher, a designer, a leader. They'll never be obsolete because AI may write the code, but humans still write the story. Let's take a step back. Remember how the calculator changed math education? People feared it would kill mental arithmetic, and in some ways it did. But it also frees us to focus on thinking, not just calculating. AI is the new calculator for code. It reduces the mechanical, it surfaces the conceptual. It asks developers, what kind of engineer do you want to be? Because in the coming years, we'll see a divide. On one side, code generators, project scaffolds, AI agents completing simple builds. On the other, engineers who guide complexity, mentor models, review critical systems, and drive innovation where AI still struggles. That second group, they're not just surviving AI, they're shaping it. They're building guardrails. They're embedding ethics into algorithms. They're thinking 5 steps ahead. And most importantly, they're asking the questions AI can't. Not what code will work, but what code should we write and why? That kind of thinking can't be automated because it comes from experience, from values, from human judgment. And that's the future of programming. Let's zoom forward a decade. You're in a world where AI systems can build apps from scratch, front-end to back-end, APIs to authentication. It's fast, it's functional, but you still need to decide. Who's the app for? What features matter? How should the UI feel? What risks haven't we considered? What data are we collecting and why? These questions don't live in Python or JavaScript. They live in empathy. They live in experience. And they live in you. AI will always lack one thing: a stake in the outcome. You, the human, have skin in the game. You feel the consequences of bugs, design flaws, bad product decisions. That's why programming isn't going away, it's evolving. From execution to intention, from building things fast to building the right things, from being a code monkey to being a code philosopher. And if you're willing to grow, to question, to lead, AI won't replace you. It will require you to guide it, to review it, to build with wisdom, not just speed. So when people ask, can AI replace programmers? Tell them, only the ones who code without curiosity, only the ones who stop learning. Because the best programmers of the future won't compete with AI. They'll collaborate with it to build systems smarter than anything we've seen. And they'll do it not just with code, but with care. Let me leave you with one more perspective. The first programmers in history were not writing code for apps or websites. They were programming punch cards, debugging with logic, creating the foundation of a digital world no one could yet see. They were not just builders, they were dreamers. In 2025, the tools are different, but the mission remains. To build something better, faster, yes, but also more thoughtful, because when the machines can write the code, the human job becomes asking better questions. What's worth building? Who will this impact? What are the ethical trade-offs? Where can this go wrong? And how do we ensure it goes right? These aren't engineering problems, they're human ones. The future programmer isn't just a coder. They're a curator of complexity, a protector of clarity, a negotiator between humans and machines. And that role will matter more, not less, in the years ahead. So don't ask if AI will replace programmers. Ask, what kind of programmer is the future waiting for? Then become that, because AI may generate the lines, but only humans define the meaning between them.